The past 4 years of my life have actually been the worst 4 years of my life. There has been incredible amounts of pain, incredible amount of regret, incredible amount of failures, losses, incredible amount of sadness, loneliness, solitude, and just complete isolation. But if I could go back and remove all those things that I suffered, I actually wouldn't do it. Because everything I went through in the last 4 years have made me a much, much better man. I don't think I would have the confidence that I have now. I don't think I would be able to do the things that I do alone, do the things that I do when I'm sad, or do anything good or better than I used to be. I am so much better after I have suffered a lot. And that's the whole point of this video. If you've clicked on this video, you're probably suffering something or the other. Well, let me tell you, every single person on the planet is bound to suffer. Every single person is bound to feel some sort of pain. Hell, even animals and birds feel the same thing. You know, pain is actually a beautiful teacher. And there is some sort of, like, let me explain it to you. It's like a paradox, right? So, suffering is inevitable, but it's not inevitable. In the sense that every single living entity is going to face some sort of problem, some sort of endangerment, some sort of pain, or whatever it is. But for you to actually suffer through that, you need to give that thing permission. You need to literally be like, in your mind, you need to be like, you know what, I am going to let this thing be my suffering. So suffering is inevitable in the way that pain is going to come into your life. But whether you suffer, that is completely up to you. Now, I was reading this book. It's called Man's Search for Meaning. It's a pretty popular book. It's by Viktor Frankl. And this guy was taken as a slave in the Holocaust. And he survived, I don't know, I think 3 or 5 years as a slave. And in those darkest moments, those most hopeless moments, he found a meaning to live. With all that suffering, he came out as a brighter being. And this is the whole point of this video, right? Our suffering can be the biggest teacher to us. And the whole point of suffering, if you are going to make use of your suffering and become a better human being, you need to do these two things that I did. And these things didn't come to me for years. Like, I have just suffered and suffered and suffered. And then during like the past year, I've realized what I was actually doing wrong and what I'm supposed to be doing when I actually suffer. And I really hope this helps you. So the first thing you have to do is you need to get into the present moment. You are living in your thoughts way too much. If you think about it, every single experience you have in the world is inside your head and in your body. There is no other place where any experience is happening other than within you. So you need to understand that a lot of suffering that you're going through is a bit unwanted because of the thoughts that you're having. And these thoughts are just popping into your head. They're not, like, you're not actually thinking. They're just thoughts. So the first thing I would recommend you to do is to just focus on the present moment. Do things that bring you to the present moment and, you know, leave your thoughts aside. I go to the gym, I read, I paint, I also meditate, and I cannot tell you how much of a help meditation is. The days that I meditate, I'm a much better person. I can handle things much better. It's because I am not so drained by my thoughts. I'm just in the present moment and I'm actually enjoying life. So that's the first thing you have to do. Once you're in the present moment, you'll realize how much unwanted suffering you're inflicting on yourself. You are going to feel like the burden on your shoulders is just drastically reduced. That's the first step. That's the first thing I ever did. And it is a practice that you have to do every single day. Just do it for like 2-3 minutes, whatever it is. Just put some time away from your phone and all that, all the other devices, all the rubbish, cut it out. And just take some time to be in the present moment. It's going to help a lot. That's the first thing. The second thing is you actually need to change your mindset. You need to rewire your brain almost. Right now, like all of us, whenever there is a problem, any problem that arises, we are focused on the problem, and that is the biggest problem. You need to have a solution mindset. I don't know where I read this, but it said something like every problem brings with it the opportunity of a solution. So you need to have that opportunity and solution mindset. Any suffering you're going through in your life, you need to realize that as soon as that suffering has stepped into your life, it has brought with it a hidden opportunity for success. It has brought a hidden opportunity for you to grow. And let me tell you something, everyone's suffering is so unique, and the opportunities that it brings are also very unique. So if you're able to use your suffering as an opportunity to grow, you are going to be a very unique person, let me tell you that, and you're going to be very strong. Anything that life throws at you, you're going to be able to handle. And let me tell you, if you are waiting for life to treat you fair, and if you think that life has to be fair to me, or why is life unfair to me, you are going to have a very disappointing life. Life is not fair to anyone. Okay, life will throw shit at you day in, day out. It's what you do with it that counts. Are you going to let it affect you, or are you going to choose the hard path and you're actually going to change yourself and change your circumstances? This is a hard truth, and you just have to put in the work. So let's say you have a problem, right? Things aren't going at the pace you want it to go. You are stuck. Things just aren't moving. They're taking a lot of time. The thing that you probably need to learn is patience. That's what the suffering is teaching you, is that you need to learn patience. Now imagine two scenarios. One of it is that you have not learned from your suffering to be patient, and in the other scenario you have. Which of the two scenarios would you rather be in? Would you rather be more patient, or would you not? If you're not going to be more patient, you're going to suffer more. If you learn how to be patient, you will suffer less. It's as simple as that. You have to learn. You have to make the effort. It's not going to come easy. Your suffering won't end if you don't stop it. I'll repeat that, your suffering won't end if you don't stop it. Now, this guy was a slave for 4 years. If he can do it, why can't we? My problems are nowhere in comparison to what this guy went through. You can do it. There is literally nothing you can't do. And you have to come up with a way to deal with the suffering. You have to learn, bring yourself to the present moment, and change your mindset. Be focused on the opportunity. Be focused on the solution. Think about the problem once and forget about the problem. Just shift your mindset to the solution. What can you do to actually change things? Calm yourself down by bringing yourself to the present moment, and go out there and live the life you actually want to. You don't have to suffer all the way through. This is not how we're meant to live. Problems are gonna come and go, man, but you need to live a calm life. That's my wish for you. And I really hope you do it. And I wish you all the best. Thank you. Subscribe, please, if you wish. Bye bye.